Imagine a world without the soft hum of bees busying themselves among flowers, a world where our gardens, orchards, and meadows stand still and silent. It's hard to picture, isn't it? But it's a world we are inching closer to every day. Bees, these tireless workers of nature, are under threat. Their numbers are dwindling at an alarming rate. The symphony of their buzz, a sound that is as much a part of our world as the rustling of leaves or the chirping of birds, is fading. All across the globe, these crucial pollinators are in peril. And their decline could trigger a domino effect that reaches far beyond just our gardens and fields. It threatens our food, our ecosystems, and the very fabric of life as we know it. Welcome to Pollinators in Peril, where we unravel the reasons behind the worldwide decline of bees, the profound implications for our planet, and what we, as individuals and communities, can do to turn the tide. Join us as we embark on this urgent and enlightening journey. As we sit down to our meals, admiring a bowl of fresh strawberries, savoring a crisp apple, or enjoying a slice of melon, we rarely stop to think about the journey these fruits have made to reach our table. Bees and other pollinators are crucial links in that journey. They are tireless workers that play a key role in the production of most of the fruits and vegetables that make up the colorful palette of our diet. About 35% of global agricultural land relies on these pollinators, including bees, to produce our food. They help pollinate over 75% of leading global food crops, including fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Without them, our meals would look starkly different, and nutrition worldwide would suffer. But their role doesn't stop at our dinner tables. Bees are a cornerstone species in many ecosystems. By helping plants reproduce, they aid in maintaining diverse plant species and contribute to healthy and vibrant habitats that support a range of wildlife. Each bee, with pollen grains hitching a ride on its tiny, fuzzy body, is a silent but powerful champion of biodiversity. Each flower they visit is a potential new life, a new seed, a new plant that may provide shelter or food for other creatures. This is the power of bees, the strength of their wings, the buzz that signifies a world in balance. Yet, this intricate dance of life is under threat, and with it, the richness of our world. As we move through the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, a crisis is unfolding in the silence of the natural world. The hum of the bees is being drowned out by the march of human progress. In the United States alone, beekeepers reported a 40% loss of honeybee colonies in a single year. Across the ocean, in the United Kingdom, wild bee populations are suffering similarly devastating declines. So, what's driving this bee crisis? A significant factor is modern agriculture and its heavy reliance on pesticides. Vast monocultures, miles and miles of the same crop, offer little to sustain our bees. The heavy use of chemicals not only kills pests, but also seeps into our soil, our water, and the very nectar and pollen that bees collect. In addition, bees are under attack from invasive pests and diseases, like the parasitic varroa mite, which weakens bees and spreads viral diseases within and between hives. Finally, climate change is altering and disrupting the delicate seasonal rhythms that bees and plants have followed for millennia. Unexpected weather patterns and shifts in flowering times can leave bees with fewer resources and significantly impact their survival. These tireless workers, these humble heroes of our planet, are fighting a battle on multiple fronts. And as they falter, we find ourselves on the brink of a world less vibrant, less resilient, and less fruitful. Our world without bees isn't just a quieter place, it's a world on the brink of unprecedented change. A world where the absence of these tiny creatures ripples out, impacting every aspect of life as we know it. In agriculture, the loss of bees spells disaster. As primary pollinators, bees are directly responsible for the successful growth of a large portion of our food crops. Without them, these crops fail, leading to reduced harvests and increased food insecurity. The economic impact would be enormous. Globally, the value of pollination services provided by bees is estimated to be over $200 billion annually. Their decline could wreak havoc on economies around the world, destabilizing markets and driving up food prices. And the damage doesn't stop at our plates or our pockets. Our ecosystems would lose their richness and diversity without bees. As key pollinators, they help sustain various plant and animal life, contributing to a balanced and healthy ecosystem. From the fruits in our kitchen, the flowers in our gardens, to the health of our local and global ecosystems, the disappearance of bees casts a long shadow. A shadow that stretches across every continent and touches every life. The tale of our bees might seem a somber one. But it's not an inevitable story. We are not powerless. There are actions we can take, changes we can make, to protect our buzzing guardians. Starting in our own backyards, we can create habitats for bees. A variety of flowering plants, native to your area, can provide food resources for both honeybees and native bees. Providing clean water and leaving small areas of ground undisturbed can offer nesting sites. Supporting local, organic farmers helps foster farming practices that are more bee-friendly. Organic farming systems rely less on synthetic pesticides, creating safer foraging habitats for bees. On a larger scale, we can influence policy. Lobbying for changes in pesticide regulation, for the protection of natural habitats, and for investment in research to combat bee diseases, we can make a difference. Education plays a critical role. By spreading awareness about the importance of bees and the threats they face, we empower more people to take action. From schools to community centers, we can foster a society that understands and values these remarkable creatures. In this story, we are not just observers, we are active participants. The future of bees lies in our hands. And with them, the future of our world. Every buzz, every flutter of tiny wings, every speck of pollen carried from blossom to blossom, these are the simple acts that form the heartbeat of our planet. This is the essence of our bees. The world we know, the world we want for future generations, teems with life and diversity, with color and abundance. Bees are the architects of this world, silent engineers weaving the tapestry of life one flower at a time. Each of us holds a piece of their future in our hands. It's in the choices we make, the values we live by, the world we shape through our actions. Let's make a choice for our bees, for biodiversity, for our planet. Let's choose a world that buzzes with life, that hums with the sound of tiny wings. Join us in our mission. Join us to save the bees. In a world where every action matters, where every choice has an impact, the journey of the humble bee stands as a stark reminder. A reminder of our intimate connection with nature, of our role as stewards of the world we inhabit. We've taken you on a journey from hive to honey, to the edge of a crisis, and back through hope and human action. We've revealed the plight of our pollinators, and the peril we all face should we lose them. But in every crisis lies opportunity, a chance for change. A chance for each of us to make a difference. And in the heart of this change hums the bee, resilient and unyielding, inspiring us to act, to protect, and to preserve. In the end, it's not just about saving the bees. It's about preserving the beautiful symphony of nature, of which every bee is a note, every flower a melody. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember, it's the smallest actions that lead to the biggest changes. Let's be the change for our bees, for our planet. For all of us.